Hello, from River City Gamers. I'm Wizworld100 and
Unreal.
And today we have a Halloween review for you, and it's
Dead Space.
PS3, 360, and PC.
Like Spunkies, always with the PC elitism, until we got a PS3.
Well, yes, but putting that aside, this game is a action horror game. Played in the same style as Resident Evil 4, but much better. In fact, almost perfect.
Now then, okay, let's begin with the story first of all. Wiz, what are your thoughts?
Very basic, and nothing special. In fact, it's almost cliche. But, you know, it's the basic stuff to get the whole game started, so I have nothing against it.
Personally, I kind of like the story. I mean, I've seen people say that it sort of rips off Event Horizon, even though I haven't seen that movie. But even then, I like the premise. It worked for what it was going for, which I thought was good enough to get me through the game, other than the gameplay and everything else. And I think that's just about it. I really don't want to talk about the story.
Yeah, there's not really much we can say about it, because it's just very basic. There's no development, is how I see it.
Yes, I mean, sure, you're supposed to, do stuff on this ship, but overall, it's almost predictable in some ways. Not all the time, but most of the time through the game, you pretty much know what's going to happen.
Yeah, because that's how it is. Next!
Okay, graphics.
Yes, on to the graphics.
Graphics?
I think the graphics look great. I think they're very clean, crisp, and detailed. Especially on the aliens, or infected.
Or, wait, crap, I forgot what they're called. Oh,
Xenomorphs.
I thought they were called necromorphs.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it was? Oh, the necromorphs then. Now, on both the 360 and PS3, both games look amazing to me. It was very detailed, the engine was very well done, the art was great. Made it look made the Ishimura all creepy and stuff, made the monsters just look grotesque, and that was the best part. The aliens looked awesome.
The environment gave you that horror feeling of it. Even if the game didn't get scary as it went on, it still gave that whole, you're in a horror game, this is creepy and sort of. It at least gave it that feel.
It also it also made you feel a bit isolated, sort of like Metroid Prime. I'm not comparing it, but in terms of being alone, even though there's a bunch of a few people alive, very little, and of course the necromorphs, you still feel alone. And then boom, something jumps out at you, and then cheap scare. And it really worked.
Aside from the cheap scare, but
yeah,
it did give you that futuristic feel to it. I kind of like that.
Yeah, the whole Isaac suit thing, the whole health on his back, the stasis, hell,
even if that thing on his back made no sense for him.
Yeah, it's what the hell is this thing? Yeah, just the way the graphics were presented was just great. How the menus worked. How it was all hologram, there was really no heads-up display. That was really well done. I liked that.
All in all, the graphics was done very well. We liked it. And on to the gameplay.
Yeah, fuck the sound, Wiz.
We'll fuck it later.
You're gonna have to fuck it.
You're just gonna have to fuck it.
Let's talk about the gameplay first. Okay.
This is the one thing that sold the game to me. Dismemberment. I really like that idea, because I got very tired of playing other shooter games where you always aim for one spot, or try to aim for one spot, which is specifically the head.
Or the crotch.
But in Dead Space, you don't. Or you could, but you don't do it, because it doesn't help you. Instead, you aim for limbs and arms, and just eventually killing.
Yeah, I thought dismemberment was a good idea, especially when going up against the necromorphs, or whatever you call them. It worked. There were different enemies that required you to do a similar thing, except there were different places to shoot there. I liked that. It definitely made shooting feel refreshing for a little bit. Because then you would keep playing the game over and over again, and it started to get a little bit...
Using the same tactic over and over again. I mean,
I mean, every game tends to get repetitive, but But this one at least put a new spin on how to kill enemies, which I liked. Oh, I also want to mention something about the weapons. I mean, they look unique, but they're really standard. Like the plasma cutter, the plasma cutter is really a pistol that angles differently, horizontal and vertically. The assault rifle, the flamethrower, but then you've got like
and the Ripper.
Oh yes, the Ripper, that floating saw blade.
There are like 3 special weapons, like the flamethrower and Ripper, and then there are the standard weapons that are just made futuristic.
Yeah, the force gun really is sort of like a shotgun if you look at it closely, and it's really useful too. Then
they all have their own uses. Like no weapon is completely useless. Like it's good for this situation, it's good for that, this, and this.
Hell, there's even moments where the contact beam can actually be pretty useful, despite like its setbacks.
Yes, it is. Oh, the menu system is also very, very interesting. It's real time, and so is switching weapons.
Yes, and of course there's like, in case you're low on health, there's a quick button if you had a med pack. I think it's like X on 360, square on a PS3. And I think it goes from small health to larger health when you're like hitting that button. So, yeah, if you're in need of it and don't want to go in the menu, that button's there for you. And if you don't have a med pack, you're pretty much fucked.
Oh, and the menu it's not like a screen, it's actually there if you turn the camera around, which was really cool.
Yeah, you could like still walk around. It's pretty much a hologram coming out of your suit. That was cool. I like that.
And the controls, I think they're the most refined controls I've ever seen. It does play like Resident Evil 4, but we're not gonna call it Resident Evil 4 in space, because if it was Resident Evil 4 in space, then it would be called Resident Evil 4 in space.
Space!
But this is not Resident Evil 4. It just plays like it. And the developers even said it themselves that it plays like Resident Evil 4. It's not like they're trying to hide it or anything.
Yeah, for both PS3 and 360, the controls were very well laid out. Both worked. And it was definitely a really good control scheme. It really helped out the gameplay a lot.
All very convenient, too.
Now, let's wrap this up with the sound design.
Yeah.
Wiz?
It's mostly ambience sound in the background. There's not that many soundtracks going on, but that's what the horror game is supposed to be.
Yeah, the ambient music, again, makes you kind of feel isolated. The battle music is just to say, like, oh, there's an enemy, or you're in a boss fight. That's what it's meant to do.
Or it's action time!
Action hero! Then there's the voice acting, which was pretty good, I admit. Even though there's, like, very little. I mean, the Necromorph sounds were very good. I guess that would count as voice acting. But for the little humans there were, that isn't Isaac, since he really doesn't talk, that much.
Like Gordon Freeman.
Gordon Freeman, but yeah, they were done pretty well. Some dialogue is kind of over the top, I guess, but really,
it was just there.
Yeah, exactly. But everything else in the sound design, from the effects and like the whole zero gravity thing and the like no air, and it's like all like
the weapons
compressed
sound,
and shit.
the
Yeah.
ship engine.
Yeah, I could say, like, right now, I'd say the sound design was the best part, and EA actually did a very good job on it, personally.
Which is surprising, because everyone bashes the hell out of EA.
Yeah, which is kind of true. Okay, so, final thoughts.
My final thought, it's a great game, you should get it, considering the price drop on it. Now it's like $25, I'd definitely go get it.
Yeah, I definitely recommend buying it, too. Whether it be PC 360 or PS3, you can choose between either of the consoles if you really want the console-exclusive suits, which now cost money and are no longer free. I'd still say for any of the three, go buy this game, especially during the price drop. It's fun. I definitely recommend it, too.
Oh, there's also Game Plus mode in it, too, so I think that gives it good points.
Yeah, it like makes it replayable. Like, carries over your weapons. You get that military suit unlockable, which is a nice reward. Oh,
and missions can be done out of order. You're not completely restricted to doing this mission or this objective or this, and this. They'll let you choose, even if it's still linear.
But most of the time it is linear, yes. So there you go. We both recommend Dead Space, and unfortunately Blondie couldn't be with us here today because of his job.
Sorting car.
Shut up.
But anyways, yeah, we're gonna wrap it up, and so this is Wizwar 100, and
Unreal, and have a happy Halloween, guys.
yes, happy Halloween, guys. And the game gets less scary after Chapter 2, so you can stop wetting your pants now, faggot.
Yes, see you guys later.
Nice to see you.